Hi guys, Josh here. In this week's guitar lesson we're going to be checking out the song Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Now the riff for this song is iconic and it's a must for all beginners on guitar. Don't forget, if you like this video, click subscribe, click the bell and you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Okay, let's take a look at the main riff to Seven Nation Army. Okay, there's a couple different ways to play this. I'm going to give you both the ways. Okay, there's slight changes. Okay, so we use our first finger on the 7th fret of the A string. And we play this twice with a gap in between. Okay. And then once we play it the second time, we then use our either your third or your little finger. I think you should probably use your little finger to start building some strength into it. And we play the 10th fret of the A string. Okay, an alternative is you can just use your first finger for the whole of this riff. Okay, in which case it would be. Okay. And we just pick this 10th fret once. Okay, and then once we play this 10th fret, we're then going to descend down the neck. So we're going to go from 10 to 7 to 5 to 3 to 2. Okay, so if we play this slowly. Okay, obviously there's a bit more of a rhythm to that, but I'm just kind of demonstrating where your finger will need to be and how it goes down the neck. Okay. The other way to play it, if you really want to nail the track, is what I think happens is rather than play the 10th fret straight after the 7th fret, I think he actually slides, okay, to the 10th fret on the A string, so it would be. So there's 3 different ways there you can play it. You can slide from the 7th fret to the 10th fret. You can use your first finger to go to the 10th fret, or you can use your third and your little finger. Okay, and when I'm playing this intro riff, I normally palm mute. So a palm mute is where you rest your right hand over the strings. Okay, and then you kind of deaden the note essentially. It doesn't ring out. Okay, and the reason why I do it is because in the track I think he's using an octave pedal on his guitar, which makes it sounds like a bass guitar. Okay, so if you palm mute, you kind of get more in the kind of ballpark of a bass guitar. Okay, and the next thing to kind of watch out for is when you're descending down from the 7th, 5, 3, 2. Okay, they're quick little picks. Okay, so what I mean by that is we're not really picking it and holding it on the 7th, the 5. Okay, but then we're holding it a bit more on the 3rd and the 2nd fret. Okay, you can hear I'm pushing down and letting it kind of ring out a bit more on the 3rd and 2nd fret, but I'm kind of jumping from the 7th to the 5th to the 3rd a little bit more. I'm not holding the notes as much. Okay, and then once we play that repeatedly in the verse, and then it will go to a pre-chorus, so you'll get down to your 2nd fret, and then we're going to play a G5 power chord. So we'll put our first finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and then our third finger on the 5th fret of the A string. And we're just going to play some downstrokes 8 times on this. And then we're going to move up 2 frets to an A power chord, and we're going to play this 8 times. Okay, so if I go from the verse into the pre-chorus. And then we come into the chorus. Okay, so the chorus is very similar to the intro riff, okay, but this time we are going to play power chords. So that G5 power chord and A5 power chord, we're then moving this shape down to the 7th fret A string, okay, so our third or little finger will be on the 9th fret of the D. And we play the notes exactly the same as what we did in the intro. Okay, so we've got 2 on the 7th fret. Then we move to the 10th fret, play it once. Back to the 7th. And then the 5th, 3rd, 2nd. Okay, so we've got... And again, we're kind of jumping down these notes until we get to the 3rd fret and the 2nd fret on the A. Then we're holding them a bit longer. So we play that once, and then the second time, you play the same again from the 7th to the 10th. And then we go back to the 7th, back to the 5th, and then to the 3rd. But this time, rather than go to the 2nd fret, we're then going up to the 5th fret again. And then 3rd fret, then 2nd fret. Okay, so if I do a demonstration. Okay, you see there's a slight variation. So you play that on the second time through in the chorus. And then what I tend to do is when you play the... After that, I then play the open B and E strings. Then we go back into our normal chorus intro riff. Okay, so... And then the 4th time through, we play our 3, 5, 3, 2 section. But when we get to the 2nd fret A, then I usually release my fingers, hit the A and the D strings open, and then we go to our G power chord, so our first finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, 3rd finger or little finger on the 5th fret of the A. We play it 8 times, and then we go to our A power chord and play that 8 times. Okay, so if I play the chorus all together, just to make it clear. Okay, and that is the chorus. Goes back into the verse, exactly the same as our intro riff. Hope you enjoy it. Any questions, leave a comment. Otherwise, I shall see you next week.